So I just got done walking through this Super C motorhome by Dynamax, the Europa S 37CA, bath and a half, room for the grandkids, and as you can see, it's pretty darn good looking. Let's go check this thing out. What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. As you can see, I am in for a treat, baby. I am down here shooting the Dynamax Europa S 37CA, and I just absolutely love this thing. It really reminds me of kind of a Class A motorhome style feel, but you get the big boss feeling of the Super C. There's something about these Super Cs that I am just a huge fan of. I just think they just look mean and in charge. Now the nice thing about this is it's not really meant for kind of that off-road life. This is more of like your, you know, luxury RV resorts, things of that nature. You can see it's sitting down a little bit lower due to the chassis. You're going to get a really nice and smooth drive on this. They are using a custom Freightliner here. I'm going to have more information for that down in the description, but I hope you guys like it. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to go ahead and start on the inside and then work our way around the outside. And also too, by the way, they've got multiple different paint options and things like that that will again be down in the description. Where they're selling these things, I don't know, but I'm going to put a manufacturer link so that way, you know, you can get a look in. Right here, you're going to have a hydraulic slide. You're going to see a lot of really good storage over here to the right. You actually have pull-out shelves as opposed to shelving themselves, which is, to me, it's an upgrade. You know, I've got you know, the kiddos, the things like that, just storing things in here, being able to easily grab it as opposed to fiddling on through. You're also noticing they are going to be on the soft close, which I really like. Continues on more of the same down here below as well, except those are going to be more of your traditional kind of shelf space. But what do you guys think here of the openness of this? The windows are massive. You don't have the overhead cabinetry here that I'm used to seeing in a lot of these Super Cs, because this thing actually has a lot of really good storage all the way throughout this unit. They also switched up the disposition of the sink. Really curious to see what you guys think here, but I love it. In the traditional setting, the sink is almost kind of turned sideways. So I think it looks pretty darn slick right here, because again, coming back to the fact this thing has massive windows, imagine camping out with a great view while you're doing a couple dishes. It's also got to be the old TikTok Sink-a-Rooney, baby. So you got your cup cleaner, you got your waterfall with the high-rise faucet, whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. You got your pop-up tower GFI, where you got the mini USB and the universal C. Of course, you can get it on out of the way if you need to use the countertops. I think the counters also look really nice with kind of those, I don't know what fancy people call that, but the little marble kind of design running through it. It's all going to be solid surface. So babe, if you're watching, I love you. You also have access to a trash can right there as well. So it's a little bit more convenient for you to throw things away. Then of course you can get to it right here, and you got yourself a little snap-up countertop there too as well. Now over here into the cockpit, you guys know I'm not a huge motorhome guy, so I'm not going to get into the nitty and gritty on the specs, but I know this does hold 100 gallons of fuel and 10 gallons of depth there too, and this is going to be on that S2. So you have the Freightliner custom chassis. One thing that I've always liked about Freightliner, and this used to be back when I was you know, managing a different dealership, is, man, the Freightliner is uncommonly comfortable when you drive, and you got the air suspension for the seats as well, which as a big guy, it's pretty nice to have. You got all your different systems for your leveling right here. You can see your Sony, which will tie into, you know, your backup cameras and all of that, you know, your different lighting controls. Pretty basic here up on the dash. It's got everything you need, you know, your dome lights, your footwells, the ATC spin, you know, yada, yada, yada. You are good to go. Pretty classic up here, but you do have a lot of room. And the nice thing about this too is when you're driving, the way the axle is sitting, man, you get really, really good viewing up here, which is part of the anxiety I feel when you're driving around in something this big, is just the simple space that you're looking at, like looking at the extended nose there. You can't really see how close you're pulling into something. And I think with this, you really can. I just think it makes you a little bit more comfortable. It would for me too. I mean, I don't know how experienced you guys are, but I'm towing around that 44-foot beast of mine right now. And man, it'd be nice to be able to have kind of some of those creature comforts, I guess you would say. Up here, whether it's grandkids or some extra storage, you can see that you got plenty of room for it. Let me switch this camera back around here for you. But one thing that they did do is they added in windows to the side now, so you can see you're going to get some really good cross ventilation. Now, a lot of people were thinking that this here was the ladder. This is actually shelving, so they went ahead and added in these right here just to help, you know, keep things, the netting to help keep items in. But also it's to kind of alleviate the thought process of climbing up on that, because they do actually come with a ladder right here that snaps into here. One thing I'm DIYing on my own personal RV right now is something just like this. So I might actually ask for a couple extra spare brackets and use this, because you know, it keeps your stuff in, but it also keeps your, you know, your kiddo from falling out at night, which is cool. And obviously it's nice and removable. Now you can just kind of walk into the cockpit, which you saw how easy it already was. So I kind of dig that. The blade lighting going all the way across the top, you gotta like it. It's a nice soft glow. Plus you got the soft touch ceiling as well. And speaking of the ceiling, the head height in here is uncommonly good, I think, or it's just I'm noticing it more today. I don't really know, but I mean, you gotta be dang near around 7'10", or 7'10", geez, it's not 7'10", probably around 6'10" would be my best guess. Here under the sink, you do have a little bit more storage there for you. And you can see, even though you got the trash can here, you could fit another one here. The possibilities are, you know, kind of endless on what you can fit in there, which is nice. Again, the window size coming down to the ceiling height, which in turn affects the slide height. You are looking at probably, I would say, about 6'3" or so there. This will also drop down to make a bed as well. So again, that extra sleeping. And there should be a little latch right here, so you can turn that and then push it straight down. So this is called the Dream Dinette, and you can see how easy it is to go straight into sleeping mode. And then of course, when you want to come back in, you know, to meal mode, you just eat it, right? You just eat it. You do eat the meal, but you just flip that, latch it, you're ready to rock. Let's see, is there anything underneath here? Yeah, we got some good storage right there too as well. I mean, what do you guys think about this setup? Another thing too, you got the blade lighting. Notice how there's no exposed AC. So you got the intakes on the side, which means the ACs are going to be really nice and quiet for you, which I think is just kind of a little creature comfort, just a nice little luxury. You got the GE appliance right here. So you got your microwave with potato mode. You got yourself a couple different, you know, controls for all your slide outs and things of that nature. Again, this is going to be a hydraulic slide. The smaller slide is going to be the Slim Rack Plus. You got the 3-top burner to whip up all the fixings. And then bada bing, bada boom. I like how it's all going to be soft close too. Little overhead storage there for you. The old steamer stink shucker. 3,000 right there. What do you guys think too? I just saw that. I like that. The little coffee hooks right there, the little mug hooks. I think that is super cool. I could imagine either like pots and pans. You know how those like fancy people put the copper ones that like hang down? I could totally see that. And then you got the Contour refrigerator. So this is going to be a 15 cubic footer, you know, as well. So you can see a lot of stuff that you can, you know, put in here for a trip. You know, whether you're traveling for a week, you know, or maybe more, you're ready to rock. Fireplace to keep you nice and a roasty and a toasty. You also got yourself a sound bar, kind of a two-tone wall, which I think breaks up some of the decor. And then of course you have your TV where you can sit down in the Mac Daddy place right there. I mean, you are watching a movie in style. You're kicking back, reclining, having a good time. You also have your cup holders here, but then again, the window coverage for a good view and a cross breeze. You also have a couple manual controls right here as well, and you'll notice that these are all having the like little ramp right there. That's going to indicate that they are going to be on dimmers. Bedroom, bathroom, full bath in the back here. But first, let me show you this because it's a little bit unique. We got the bowling guns, baby! But more importantly than the bowling guns is if you're buying this bad mamma jamma, you got the porcelain foot flush throne, but just extra storage snuck in. So that's always going to be the problem in RVs, is that extra storage. And they did a really good job on that, and it gets really good in the bedroom and bathroom. Steamer Stink Sucker 6000, looks like that thing would be, you know, real effective there. And then check that out. I don't know what the material of this is. It's like some sort of metal, but man, it feels cool. It looks cool. You got yourself your different, you know, controls to your plumbing. Now let's head into the bedroom. And one thing before we head into the bedroom, I just want to point out the width of these doors is just nice. Like, you know, just walking straight through it, which I think is pretty darn nice. And again, the head height on this, it just feels like there's not a lot of tall people options, I feel, in the RV industry. And I think this is 100% one that is, I mean, if you're tall and looking at a Super C, this is probably one that you definitely want to check out, I would say. You got the tilt-a-bed right here, so that allows your daytime to have a little bit more room than your nighttime. So it's a way to make a smaller space feel a little bit bigger, I guess you could say. Little overhead storage Ruski. And then you do have the different cubbies there too as well. Insignia TV, bada bing bada boom, baby. Got yourself some hanging room. If you like to wash your clothes, you can wash your clothes in the Europa S. You got another mirror, another gun. But I just want to show you the storage, because the storage just seems to keep kind of popping up. The bedroom-bathroom combo is pretty darn schnazzle-tooth, if I don't say so myself. Okay, so you got your sink, you got more plumbing. We don't need to get into that. You do have another porcelain foot flush throne, but look at the size here of the shower. So we're going to jump on in there and see what I think. But I think it's a, what is it, a 30 by 40, I think is what was referenced. But it's a one-piece fiberglass shell. And you can see, again, the head height on this, you know, you're looking at 6'6". I can fit sideways. You got one of the fancy shower heads known to man. Boom, 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 and boom. And it's got the shower miser, so you're not wasting any of your, you know, if you're boondocking or something, you're not wasting any of that water. I'm having a hard time rating this because there's a stair. You can check out my booty there. There's a little step right here. I mean, I'm going to give this probably a 1.5 on the roundy rating scales. I think 1.5 of me can fit in here comfortably. I'm going to give it a 1.7 on the flat scale. So I think 1.7 flats could get in here. But if you were to remove that little bump, which has value because you're shaving your legs, you're sitting down, if you got a little kiddo or something like that, you know, you are good to go. But yeah, I think if you remove that, I think you get a 2 full flatty in there. But all right, guys, I think that's about it here for the inside portion of this tour. Again, drop some comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you kind of like, you know, the intro style and things of that nature. But let's go see what she's about here on the exterior. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. You also got a cable hook up there as well. I love that snap up. All right, so real quick before we step outside here, just wanted to show it to you in road mode because a lot of you guys are asking for it. You can see there is pretty darn clear access for. If you got some beefy style hips, you might be doing a little sideways scoot, but I think a lot of that is you know, self-inflicted, if you know what I mean. But as you're walking on through here, you have clear access to the half bath, which is really what you want. You could maybe scoot through to the full side, but I don't think you're doing that. You can see. Pretty darn clear shot. I think this definitely passes the old road mode test. You can go straight from cockpit to bathroom, no problemo. But back to the show. Just a good looking unit. And at the end too, I will close this up so that way you guys can see it kind of in road mode, I would say. You got your disconnect, your different lighting controls, and now we are here on the exterior. So let me go ahead and get this shut. That door is also very, very you know, residential feeling. It feels like it's got a little bit of power to it, if you know what I'm saying. So you got the diamond coat here up in the front, which is nice. You got that nice little clear coat to help you out from like rock chips and things like that, so it's not banging up your paint job. You also have a ceramic coat up on the front cap window, which is going to be really nice. So a lot of the long age battle of that is going to be view versus the sun. So the fact that they have a ceramic coat over there, you know, really works out as well. You got the black tires mixed up with the black grill. You can see right there, Freightliner. It is definitely a comfortable ride, I can tell you that. You got the awnings, and I like the fact that it does have the slide topper, but let's go ahead and just start, you know, kind of opening some things up here. I like how your furnace is right there too. So my buddy old Nick, that RV Tech, he likes that brand just because it's a little bit easier to maintenance, because you can pop off these four corners and it's right there. The exterior TV is going to be a 32-inch with the built-in sound bar, so you guys are, you know, watching some movies on the road, having a good time there. You're also going to have you know, your chassis and your house batteries all in kind of one spot, which is nice, along with your different disconnects and whatnot, all in kind of one convenient place. It's also going to be labeled here on the door too, so if you do need something, the fact that it's labeled is really nice. I'm kind of you know, going through some learning curves myself with my RV. By the way, if you're new to the channel, you got the 38 RV Hunter by Sabre. First camping trip I'm actually on right now. I swung over to get some content while I'm over here in Elkhart, but it's pretty darn cool. Look at those tires though. It's just a good looking tire. This is that Slim Rack Plus. So they use this one for this, and then the hydraulic for the heavier, kind of beefier slide. I like how they're using the toy hauler bottom down there as well. If you see what I'm talking about, how it's got that kind of rough, tough, beat me up material. That's going to be the same that's going into a lot of your toy haulers. Then you have an insulated package right here. So you're like your 12-volt heating pads. And things of that nature. 12,000 pound tow rating. You're also going to see you got the Gen Y hitch there as well, your backup camera up top, and then if you come along over here, you got your 7-way there too. So right here is going to be your GE. This is going to be your water heater there for you. So you're going to get a little on demand. You got your what do you want to call it, like a docking station, so you can see all your different valves you can pull for when you're draining the tanks. You also have your city water connection, sanitizer, all your different bypass valves you can see right there. Again, nice and convenient, easy to read. And then you also have your home filtration system there too as well. Got your generator, the Awning 8000. So you got a big old beefy body boy there too as well. This is going to be your diesel fill. Your DEF fuel is going to be more forward, but 100 gallons right here, and then your DEF is a 10-gallon tank as well. Power cord reel, all up in one spot. Oh, this is another thing to point out too, just kind of the little things. Just having one of those tacked in, so it helps your seal just kind of flip back into place. It's also going to be a triple seal too, so you can see seal, seal, seal. And then you just get kind of more storage. No pass-through storage on this, because you can see the chassis does come down a little bit, so they used a little bit of a different setup, but that is going to be your propane. There's your DEF. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2027 Dynamax Europa S 37 CA. Have a great day. See ya.